Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Seaforth One Marketplace corporate call. I missed you all last week. I'm glad to be back. Got some great information to share with tonight. Tonight, also on the call will be Scott Reese, and I'll share a little bit in a minute about what he's going to be doing. So, again, we got 12 days left. Think about that. 12 days before the launch of One Marketplace. This can only happen once. So it's really it is a very exciting, happy time. And again, everybody that's on this call tonight, you're in a very, very special position because in the next 12 days, as that clock ticks down, you've got to make a decision, and that decision is going to determine, number one, where you're placed as a smart shopper in the global pod in One Marketplace. Because remember, it's all based on timestamps. It's all based on ranks and where you sit right now. And of course, if you're kind of new, it's down to, are you coming into Seaforth as a premier member or as an affiliate? Because premier members will go in, again, based on timestamps before all the affiliates. And why is all this important? Because actually, with One Marketplace, if you've been watching the videos and looking at all the different presentations and really getting to understand what this opportunity is all about, you know that actually positioning is kind of cool and kind of important, particularly early stage, because number one, what you do right now determines where you're going to be placed, in the global pod once and for all for life. Secondly, what you do between now and July 1st. I think you got 12 days, clock is ticking. What you do between now and then determines how many community pods you're going to have at launch. Why is that important? Well, because every community pod you start, what's a community pod? Putting in one smart shop. Now think about this. You put in one smart shop, all right? When you do that, you've started a community pod. That community pod, as this thing grows on a worldwide basis, begins to fill. Eventually it will fill. So when it fills, you literally get paid on over 2,000 people on their monthly subscriptions and all the shopping they do for life, every month. So when a person one day is going in and buying, an energy drink or buying a skincare product or even one of the products we make like PFPB, or they're buying toilet paper, you're making money. So if you decide, well, I got 12 days, now you can wait. Of course, everybody can wait. But what happens is those that are acting now and building, we got a lot of people that really are, really going crazy right now. You're determining how early your community pods start. And if you understand how this fills, and I hope you do, and if you don't, you better go look at that video 2 or 3 times and make sure you understand, because if you do, you realize placement and timing is everything here. The more community pods you have at launch, just the happier you're going to be in the years to come. Now, again, people coming into this company a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, they're going to have a tremendous opportunity. They really will. It's going to make money that people can't even imagine, probably can't even fathom. But for you, those that are on this call right now tonight, those that are already in, Seaforth, you're sitting in a position that no one has. And the world doesn't even know about us yet. So you've got an opportunity unlike anything you will probably ever have in your life. And I mean that because I actually believe this company, because the way we're setting this up, is going to be global. And we're literally one day going to have hundreds of thousands of products, just like on Amazon, that people can pick and choose from every day for whatever they need or want. And that's our goal. And we've got a way to get there. And we've already proven through Seaforth that that we've got that staying power, that we're going to be here, that we're going to do what we say. Everything that we've promised in Seaforth, we've delivered on. And that should be important to those of you that have been here for a while, or for those of you that maybe just now becoming a part of this company, because we deliver on our promises. And that excites me because that's what gets me up every day. That's what gets me excited all the time, because I get excited about, man, we're going to keep adding all these products. And a matter of fact, next week, just a little teaser, I'm going to talk about for the first time. And I say next week, no, I take it back. I'm going to probably wait 2 weeks because everybody on my team, tech team, and everybody said, Mark, let's just get the launch, get our doors open July 1st, because that's our big date for the actual official beta launch of One Marketplace. And then we can start telling them about all the other surprises and goodies we've got coming. And we've got a lot of them. But I will tell you this much, when I do talk about it in a couple weeks after the launch, what it is a product royalty referral agreement. And that means something that's going to make a lot of money for a lot of you, because I promise you, everybody on this call knows somebody that manufactures or makes products. And you're going to have an opportunity to really benefit from that, not only from the side of your community pods, but also from the fact of making that referral. So we'll talk about that in detail and how it all works. That's a couple of weeks off, but I'm just telling you, it's going to allow this company to literally never even have to pick up the phone and call a product supplier anywhere in the world, because everybody that's in the business, will be bringing them to us as fast as we can bring them on and take them in. So when people say, you're going to have enough products, we're going to have more products than you could ever imagine, probably too many products, but that's okay, because the idea obviously is being a smart shopper, getting products at a great value. But most importantly, as your pods grow, every time somebody's shopping, they're making money. And what could be better than that? Particularly when you start talking about thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people that you could be earning commissions on every day when they shop. So this is exciting. Again, you've got a very short window left, very short. So it just doesn't happen again. I hope for a lot of you that are here right now realize what this means to have these pods in place as quickly as you can. Now, remember, as you're doing this, okay, they can come in as affiliates, right, that you're bringing on right now in the next 12 days, or they can come in as premier members. But remember, the premier members, even again, based on, will go in first and was ahead of all the affiliates. So that means those pods that you're starting with premier members are going to be closer to the center, which means your pods are going to fill faster. It's kind of common sense, right? Because again, the closer you can be at the beginning, the faster those pods are going to fill. And then it's the next level as they continue to fill. So take advantage of it. Now, for anybody right now, and this is important, this is the last thing I want to talk about tonight. For anybody that's an affiliate right now in Seaforth, all you have to do is between now and the end of the month, because remember, July 1st, we start all this. We start actually sending out the email and the links to let you sign up. Between now and July 1st, if you're an affiliate, you must upgrade to a premier member. So if you upgrade to a premier member, at that point in time, number one, this is good for all your affiliates, because now they're going to be better positioned community pods for you. It's good for the person because of all the extra benefits they're going to get, but it also allows the person to make the decision at launch to become Smart Shopper Pro. Now, again, I know there's a lot of information. Why would I want to do that? Well, because the Smart Shopper Pros get income from both companies, from both Seaforth and One Marketplace. Smart Shopper Pros have the ability to earn in these pro performance pools, which make a lot more money. Smart Shopper Pros earn more on the memberships every month. And again, there's no reason not to be when you look at all the benefits you get as a Smart Shopper Pro, and that the cost is practically nothing when you really take away out what you get against what it costs you. And remember, even for those that just become Smart Shoppers, if you want to do that, we basically pay you to join. We give you pay 15, we give you 30 every month. You pay 15, we give you 30. You pay 15, we give you 30, plus a lot of other things, plus all the income, plus the fact you can have as many pods as you want. I mean, think about that. Literally a person at the lowest level can get into this business with no risk whatsoever and have an income that they've never even dreamed possible. So this is an exciting time for all of us. And I'm actually, as you can see, as I said, I'm in my coach. I'm traveling right now. I'm doing business meetings and stuff. And but it's an exciting time for me and my family as well, because we're just thrilled about what's getting ready to happen here between Seaforth and One Marketplace, and for the opportunity that I think everybody's going to have on a global basis. And to finish it up and to close, the last thing is, because we're so excited about everything, we are definitely going to have a major launch event for One Marketplace in February of next year. So February 26th, which isn't that far off, we're going to do a major launch event in Orlando. Now, don't have exact dates. We just know it's going to be sometime in February. We know it's going to be in Orlando. All the particulars will come out very quickly after the launch, because we want people to be able to come and attend this amazing event that we'll have to launch this company officially. So for now, we're in beta launch. It all starts July 1st. You got your 12-day window. Take advantage of it. With that, I'm going to turn this over to Scott Reese, and he's going to share with you the new digital program that we've just come out with that's going to be part of our international package so that anybody on a worldwide basis can come in and join One Marketplace once we launch as either a Smart Shopper or a Smart Shopper Pro. So he's going to share a little bit of that with you tonight. I'll see everybody next week. Now, next week, since it's the last week before we actually, this thing happens, I'll probably go into a little more. I'll spend the whole time going into more detail, making sure everybody understands very clearly what's happening, when it's happening, how everything's going to work, answer any questions. We'll take questions that night to make sure we answer everybody's questions so there is no confusion come July 1st, because there's a lot going on. But the only thing you really have to know is, how many Smart Shoppers do I want right now? Because I want how many community pods. And once you know how many community pods you want, the rest is simple. You just go out and start sharing this as quickly as you can and let it happen. And folks, I get so excited. Sometimes it's hard for me to say good night. But I look at what some people have done, and it's just a short window of a month. We've had some people come on board, and they've literally started more than 50 community pods. You imagine that? I mean, I don't think anybody, even the persons that have done that, I'm not sure they can even fathom what that could mean financially. And if you do the math on what each pod could be worth to you, and you've seen the numbers, I mean, it can be worth from $100 a month to $10,000 a month because of the pod fills and grows and more shopping. But remember, even we're showing a community pod filled, and the numbers I know sound ridiculous. It's only based on about $70 a month of shopping. And people are going to be doing a lot more than $70 a month in shopping. So with that, I'll say good night. I look forward to seeing everybody next week. And Mr. Reese, Dr. Scott Reese, take it away.
Are you there? There he is.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, tell everybody what you're doing.
Well, I'm on the road, traveling a little bit while we're, getting things prepared and ready. Very excited. Many of you know, or may not know, I'm also in the ministry, and I'm taking care of some ministry business this evening and got a little late, so forgive me, but I'm parked and talking to you from my vehicle live tonight, somewhere in the mountains of, I'm not sure, but somewhere in the mountains, and I'm glad to be here with you. Very excited to share with you tonight the Digital Wellness Suite, which we're very excited about. I do want to go through that piece by piece, and would ask Dave to give me a hand on that. So,
absolutely.
Look at these slides, Dave. Let's look at those together and let's go through it. I'm going to take my picture off so I can talk about this as we go. Okay.
You got it. Okay. So here are the 4 applications in the Digital Wellness Suite. We have the AI-powered exercise, the AI-powered habits, AI-powered mindset, and AI-powered care. And these are all AI. Scott, you want to elaborate on the AI aspect about these apps?
I do. The reason that we chose this is because it picks up the latest, most up-to-date, and most thorough pieces of the science, behavioral studies, and everything else that goes with it, and combines it into one place. It's also vetted from there through a bunch of very intelligent people, way out of my wheelhouse. But that's how they come up with this. So you can always be assured the latest, the most current, everything. And that's exciting.
All right, let's go ahead and start talking about the AI-powered exercise program. That's fascinating to me.
Yeah, and guys, I don't want to read to you, so I'm not going to. I just want to tell you about this. Look, I'm embarrassed to say this, but I don't exercise. Right, I'm always running, always going. I love this program. It's literally exercises. They demonstrate them for you. You can pick. What do you want? Arms, chest, neck, back, calves. What do you want to do? And it takes you through a series. You can do everything from more advanced all the way to sitting in a chair doing it. So it's for all ages, all states of life, if you will. And it takes you through. It counts you down. It shows you where to stand or sit. And it puts you through that thing. And I've been using this now for a little while, and I'm excited about it. I think that it's going to revolutionize maybe your active routine for those of you that are trying to do something to be a little bit more active. I love this app, and it's exciting. So it's one of our apps, Dave, and I am so pumped about putting this thing out there for people to start using, giving feedback. We've got IT on board with this so we can continually improve. We're just now unveiling it. So we're going to continue to improve it over time from a user standpoint and all that goes with it. So looking forward to launching that one piece. As if that were by itself, it's not. We've got more, Dave.
Right, but I just want to mention the thing about this is really cool because it uses motion capture AI, right?
Yeah.
That's the amazing part of this. So I hope people understand that it's gonna look at you and look at your body and talk about a plan that's best for you. It's amazing. Okay, let's talk about the habits. Healthy habits. What does that mean?
Well, some of us have developed some not so good habits in our lives. And some of us want to expand upon the habits that we do have that are good. This particular program helps you break old habits, gives you input on things that you talk about. You'll talk to it. It literally will give you feedback, the latest feedback, help you go through kind of a change in your life to start doing some good things and start not doing some not so good things. Again, the latest and most amazing standards they've put out there. And by the way, this is constantly updated automatically. Very innovative, very powerful process that'll guide you through changing your life one habit at a time. And it is also very current. It will give you feedback. It will send you text messages or emails. It will literally stay up with you and guide you. It's not just I use it and then put it down. It's going to communicate with you and remind you in ongoing ways. Very, very solid program.
Fantastic. Okay, our next one is the mindset, building resilience and well-being, creating healthy, resilient mindset.
Yeah, in order to be fully healthy, completely healthy, we have to have a healthy mind. Our mindset must be correct. Sometimes if we're living inside of negativity, sometimes we're kind of living inside of a bad attitude, sometimes we're just living inside of humdrum. We kind of need an adjustment there. And I got to tell you, with all the stress out here and everything that goes with it, this is powerful. I've used this for a few weeks now, 3 weeks to be exact. And I got to tell you, I think I start using this, frankly, maybe more than I use any of the others. It really brings to life some extraordinary techniques for you to build resilience, for you to manage all kinds of stresses in your life. And you can just literally talk it out. Again, it's going to have reminders and helps. And by the way, you might share some stuff with this that you're kind of worried about, or you're thinking, man, I don't want anybody else to know this. Nobody will. This is all completely confidential. It's completely between you and you, nobody else. And so that's powerful. In fact, in our programs, some of our programs, it literally erases the material the second you get out of the app. Okay. For example, and I'll talk about that in a moment on the next one, but these things are not captured. Now your exercise might be, right? It'll be captured and you'll see how you're progressing and it'll continually communicate with you, but you don't have to worry about anybody else seeing this. This is for you personally. And that's powerful too. I love this one. I don't want to explain a whole lot because I just want you to get into it and experience it when it comes out, when we launch the company.
Yeah, this one I think is the most intriguing to me. I'm really looking forward to getting involved with this one. Okay, and here's the fourth one. The fourth one is about having a calm mind, fostering resilience through science-based AI.
Yeah, I need this one a lot because this is such a big deal to try to face the world with a little bit more a level way of thinking, if you will. Some emotional stability. You could talk to this. It's amazing for me, really, to communicate with this back and forth, and it's exciting because I really just and by the way, these aren't long. I don't spend 15, 20 minutes doing this. I'll spend a few minutes, sometimes 5 minutes, and I'm interacting and I'm getting feedback, and it has an amazing ability to kind of meet you where you are, wherever you are. In one particular thing, I said, no, I'm perfectly good. And the communication was great. That's awesome. So, let's talk about why that is. Why are you good? And so it's identifying places where you're strong. It's identifying places where you might need some help. It's identifying places where you could use this to kind of approach things maybe in a different way. You're going to love this. It gives you a real sense of wellness and health. And again, this is just between you and you. It's really, really, really powerful. These 4 packages come together. Dave just typed that in the comments. They come together as part of the Digital Wellness Suite, all together. So as part of this, you will have all 4 of these and use all 4, or just use one, or whatever you want to do. It's up to you, but they'll all be available to you. Okay? So that's a brief overview. Now, we could talk pricing and packages and all that stuff. You're going to be very happy about that, by the way. But you're literally will see this and how it works, and as far as the pricing goes and the DC and all that stuff, we're going to get that on the call for you next week. But tonight I promised that I was going to show you these 4 and explain them a little bit. There they are. You're going to love this. The exercise, incredible. It meets you where you are. It watches you. It gives you feedback. It helps you. And the habits, one of my favorites, the habits help you break bad habits and do a better job at creating good habits. The mindset piece, probably my favorite. It just gives you a resilient, strong mind. It's a positive reinforcement, if you will, to help you move forward in a great way. And then the AI powered care, if you will. It's a calming platform that will keep you from getting outside of your own head a little bit, losing your temper, or just being jittery, or having too much angst, or whatever it is. This will really help you if that's something that you deal with on a regular basis. And I think this will bless you guys. I hope it does. It has blessed me incredibly. So I'm looking forward to it. That's all I have for that day. I'm excited.
Great. Let me bring my camera back on here if I can. Show self-view. There we are. The thing that gets me about this company is all the things we're doing. It's about financial well-being. It's about physical well-being with our products like PFPB and the ASA E Plus, and even the Thrive Tape and some of the others. And then we also have a mental well-being, and that's one part that really we tend to ignore it. We tend to ignore it. And in this day and age, we have these tools that are available to us because a lot of us have stress in our life, right? We blow up or get mad, or something happens, and that's really who we don't think we are. But these things happen. We need to be able to calm. We need to be able to sleep. How many of us out there have trouble sleeping? Hello, AI powered exercise. With a system like this, it'll look at you physically and tell you what areas you need to work on. And like you said earlier, Scott, these don't take a lot of time to do.
Right. Yeah. You don't have to do them every day. You don't have to do them every week if you don't want to. You do them at your own pace. You do them as long or as short as you want to, and you build yourself up. You can watch there'll be a literal place where you can go see all the things that you're doing all combined and see how you're progressing, how much time you spend, and maybe you spent more, the following month, and so on and so forth. It really, really, really is solid. All digital across the board. And by the way, all of you can do this, right? You'll have the option to add this to your regular subscription if you want to. And for those of you that are international, digital. Let's do it.
That's right. That's right. That gives us that opportunity. And also, so people know, there is DC on this.
Yeah.
So people who get this package.
Great DC. Really is.
Yeah.
So excited. Yeah. And it gives you an opportunity really to participate in this and love it inside of C4, inside of One Marketplace. So very, very exciting for us all. Hey, that's all I have. As you can see, the sun is going down on me.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to get to driving. Thanks for letting me come on live with you guys and take a moment here while I'm on the road to share that with you. I really appreciate each and every one.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, Scott. We'll see you again soon. And that's going to do it for us tonight. Remember, Mark's going to be on next week, and basically it's going to be a lot of Q&A next week about what's going on. Don't forget to go into the news section, and you'll see the 6 steps on what you're going to need to do to move forward in the process. One other thing I wanted to tell you is the affiliate program in C4 is not going away as of yet. Maybe by the end of the year, but it's not going away right now. Okay. So when you sign up to One Marketplace, you get that one. And if you want to cancel your affiliate in Seaforth, you can. Okay, you can do that. All right. So just think of that. And if for some reason some people wanted to stick with Seaforth and do that program, that's great. If you want to stay with one of those in Seaforth, that's great. If you want to do both and get the Smart Shopper Pro program, which gets you those digital apps, plus it gives you extra income opportunities, you can do that too. Or for those of you who just want to jump into One Marketplace and get a pod, $14.95, you can do that too. A lot of options here at Seaforth and One Marketplace. So we look forward to seeing you next time. If you have any questions, please send a text or send us a message and let us know what you're thinking. And Mark will talk more about some of those other opportunities for you guys in a week or two. So for that, my name is Dave Pike for Scott Reese and Mark Seaforth. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much. So long.